You stole the light from the stars above and brought it here tonight. I'm mesmerized, terrified, but I've never felt more alive. And I'm falling for you. And I'm falling for you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you right. I wanna love you. I wanna love you right.
All my life I've been waiting for this moment to arrive. Ooh. Is this a dream? I can't believe that you're standing here with me. Oh.
And I'm falling for you. And I'm falling for you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you right. I wanna love you. I wanna love you right. I wanna
I don't do that game. I don't do that game. I literally can't get on a
Times and places are all in who you share 'em with, and it's life. And the point is enjoying who you share it with. Joy is who you share it with. And the weeks and the weekends are keeping close who you spend them with. And in time, what you find is the time is who you spend it with. Joy is who you share it with. 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 Yeah, now it's a moment, and a home is who you share it with. I believe what the point is enjoying who you share it with. Joy is who you share it with.
Who gives this woman to be wed?
Her mother and her dad.
Welcome, family and friends. We're gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Logan Harasta and Leandra Dew. I can't think of a better venue than Buffalo in December. Luckily, the weather decided to cooperate with us, and we've had a beautiful day today, and we're not stuck out there freezing our asses off in the cold.
For those of you who don't know us, my name is Brian, this is Matthew, and we've had the pleasure of knowing the bride for a long time. You could say we weren't very thrilled the first time Leandra came home. Our parents brought home this whining, annoying little thing and immediately started stealing all the attention from us. Good thing we adjusted quickly because it's been a long 27 years. And things just don't change. We've had the privilege of getting to know Logan over the course of the last 7 years.
Well, everyone always says you should never meet your heroes. But Logan had the opportunity to meet me. The first time I flew to Buffalo for Leandra's 20th birthday. We got to know each other after I kept yelling at him because he had one job on that trip. But never mind, because Leandra said, I'm not allowed to share any drinking stories. Well, there was this other time Brian and I decided to come out to Buffalo to go to a Patriots game out here. But wait, I can't do that one either. No drinking stories. Brian, you got anything?
Yeah. So my first introduction to Logan was some random day. I got put into a group message with Leandra, Matthew, and Logan. And Matthew said something along the lines like, hey, this is Leandra's new boyfriend. So what do? I go into Big Brother mode immediately. Start running my mouth, and then I get a text message from Leandra on the side saying, hey, just so you know, he's 6'7", 240. I'm like, oh, shit. But then as I got to know Logan, it turns out he's just a big old softie. When I finally met him, it's one of those drinking stories Matthew was talking about, so we'll leave it right there. Later on, Logan and I both moved to Phoenix around the same time, and this is where I had the opportunity of getting to know him a lot better. Inviting him out whenever I could to hang out with me and my friends because I know he was out there by himself. We had a lot of good times. I remember watching the Patriots-Chiefs OT playoff game, and neither of us sat down the entire fourth quarter overtime, and we checked our watches afterwards, and I don't think our heart rate was under 120. Aside from getting to know Logan, this is where I saw the relationship begin to flourish. Logan was recovering from Tommy John, and there were countless weekends when Leandra would come out to support him through the ups and downs of being a professional athlete. Along with that, it's also when you get to change a car battery in 118-degree weather. Thanks for that. This is when I realized that she truly did care and love for him and wanted to be by his side. Conversely, when he moved to California to be with Leandra, and this is where they would call home for a few years. Fast forward to 2022. The whole family is out in Phoenix celebrating a birthday, and Logan approaches me and says, hey, I want to marry your sister. And he wanted to make sure I was good with it. And I'm pretty sure I responded to something along the lines of, about time, or took you long enough. No, we all had it planned out. Matthew and I were going to travel back to California to be a part of this exciting moment of both of their lives. Good things we didn't book flights. Well, someone did. Because about a month later, we got the news that they were moving to Iowa because Leandra got a job with the Iowa Athletic Department. So what did Logan do? He had to improvise. He asked Leandra to marry her in their luxurious Costa Mesa apartment. And then they packed up the car and dog and moved halfway across the country. Happy to say both of them enjoy being in Iowa, and they are excited to continue their lives there. Matthew? Anything to add?
Well, I guess you could say it's been really easy getting to know Logan over the years, just because there's so many common interests that he and I both share. It's easy to chat about Boston sports, baseball in general, or over the years he's even started watching and rooting for the Angels and the Ducks. Provided they're not playing the Red Sox or the Bruins. My beautiful wife even says I talk to Logan more than I talk to my own sister. So we talk on the phone, we talk about trivia, watching games together, but most of the time it's just because Logan likes losing bets to me. Mostly, Logan's one of those people in my life that's just a cornerstone. He talks to me when he's having bad days, and I do the same with him. Both of us are always down to hop on a FaceTime to do a really quick rally shot for the Sox or the Pats. And I imagine all of this commonality is what's really enabled Leandra to connect with him as well.
Many of you know Leandra's and Logan's story, but we could summarize it for the couple of stragglers, who got here a little bit late and are only here for the warmth and booze. They met in 2015 at the University at Buffalo. Tom recounts that after hearing about Logan and Leandra's third date, Tom changed Leandra's name in his phone to Leandra Harasta. Initially in jest, but we might have to give Logan's buddy Tom credit for being the first one to predict this wedding. Despite Tom getting the credit, everyone around them knew that there was something special about these two for a long time. They were both incredibly busy student athletes that were driven to perfect their craft, but still managed to find time to get to know one another. Having common ground in their competitive mindsets and drive is what makes them such a special couple, even when Leandra takes her competitiveness too far in a game of Uno.
Despite being so competitive in such trivial activities, they've always shown support for one another when it matters. While Leandra was in school in Buffalo, Logan was chasing his dreams in Arizona with the San Francisco Giants. Then, after she graduated and moved to California, Logan felt it necessary to put as much distance between the two of them as possible and finished his degree at Buffalo. Their relationship has tested distance, multiple moves, and most of all, COVID. Any relationship that survives being locked down with one person for 8 months, or if you lived in California, 3 years, can withstand just about anything. Logan and Leandra have decided to write their own vows. This is your time to express binding promises to each other that demonstrate your love and honor for one another. It's also an opportunity to create a contract with one another, like if Logan is snoring too loud, you can vow to cover his face with a pillow and pour water over it. Or if Dookie or Cody decides to poop in a closet, You can vow Leandra to let her clean it up. If you're ready to make these promises to one another, I invite you now to face each other and declare your intentions.
Leandra, for my vows, I'm going to sing you a song that I wrote for you.
Oh my goodness.
Gotcha.
I thought it would follow along.
Leandra, you grow flowers in the darkest parts of me. Your love gives me hope. Your smile gives me joy. You make me a better man. I'm immensely proud of all your accomplishments every day. You bring me sunshine on the cloudiest of days. From the very beginning, the first day I met you, I know this day would come. Simply put, you are and will always be the one. I know some say that it took forever, but from the beginning, I knew this was our destiny. I promise to love you on the same on bad days and the good days. I promise to always cook dinner for you, even when I'm tired and beaten down after a long day. I promise to continue to make our friends jealous of our amazing relationship. All I want to do is grow old with you. A wise man once told me, to infinity and beyond. And that's what we started here tonight. I am the luckiest man alive. You are the joy of my life. I love you, Leandra.
Get it, girl.
Logan, since the day I found out that you were a Patriots fan, I knew we were going to last forever. I promise to go to sleep after you every night and wake up after you every morning. I promise to always correct your spelling, your grammar, and proofread all your emails and text messages. I promise to yell at the TV during every single Boston sporting event just as much as you, and most importantly, take the losses as personally as you do. I promise to love you the best I can, for as long as I can, and with everything I am. There will never come a time that I stop fighting for us, no matter what comes our way. I promise that you will never face it alone. We are teammates for life, and it doesn't work unless we are working together. I will always be your biggest supporter through the good times and the bad. I promise to always prioritize us as we continue building our lives together. I've loved you for 8 years, and I promise that I'm going to love you forever. Now, please never make me express my emotions in front of people again.
Hopefully, Evan is better at holding onto rings than the Falcons are to a 28-3 lead. This ring is a symbol of a perfect circle, and you can't tell where the ring begins and where the ring ends without a very close examination. It represents the everlasting covenant that never ends. It doesn't matter what they are made of, how big the rock is, or what cool designs are on them. What matters is they mark the beginning of an everlasting journey with one another. They are a reminder of the vows that you just shared with each other, but most of all, it's a reminder that you chose each other above all else, and you're stuck with each other.
Logan, take this ring. Put it on Leandra's hand and repeat after me. This ring symbolizes my love.
This ring symbolizes my love,
My loyalty and my commitment to our lifelong journey,
my loyalty and commitment to our lifelong journey,
including the Jew Family Fantasy Football League.
including the Jew Family Football League.
I place it on your finger as a binding promise
I place it on your finger as a binding promise
that I will be by your side today, tomorrow, and forever.
that I will be by your side today, tomorrow, and forever.
Now, Leandra, take this ring, place it on Logan's hand, and repeat after me. This ring symbolizes my love,
This ring symbolizes my love,
my loyalty, and my commitment to our lifetime journey.
my loyalty, and commitment to our lifelong journey.
I place it on your finger as a binding promise
I place it on your finger as a binding promise.
What is happening?
Sorry, okay.
You want me to start over?
No, we're good. Go.
That I will be by your side today, tomorrow, and forever.
That I will be by your side today, tomorrow, and forever.
Well, I want you to look each other in the eye. Real good. You're now looking at the person that has the highest statistical probability of murdering you. So,
No.
oh, so hopefully there's no regrets. I guess there's only one thing left to do. By the power vested in us by the state of New York and the 5-minute ordination we filled out online, we now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride, but keep it classy, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Logan Harasta.
guy with the right kind of punchlines everybody wants to be. I never was at a lucky old cuss with a straight flush in his hand, but with you, I am. I ain't no Patrick Swayze, my old moves never danced on air, never walked with a swag looking sharp as a tack, lit up like Times Square. Who's that guy with a big old smile as wide as the Rio Grande? Oh, with you, I am strong as a
Hello, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Evan, Logan's favorite brother. So when I sat down to write this speech, I did not know where to start. So I did what everybody does in 2023. I asked ChatGPT. And I do have an output here of what they say a best man speech should be. And that output says that Logan's idea of a romantic gesture is to share the last slice of pizza. I disagree. It would have to be the second pizza. It also says that Leandra saved Logan from his bachelor days where he used socks as coasters. Ew. And I'm sorry if you had to deal with that. I hope it's not true. And what the most accurate part of the output was that there was no jokes or slander made at the expense of the bride. That's why AI is going to take over the world. Now, back to reality. Logan and I, we were very close growing up. We were peas in a pod. And we, as kids, whenever we were bored, we would play whatever sport was in season. Logan loved Follow the Leader. I played hockey. He played hockey. I played football. He played football. I was a catcher. He was a catcher until he grew 7 inches his sophomore year. And also, when we go out to eat, I would order chicken Alfredo, and he, of course, would order chicken Alfredo. That drove me nuts. I would change my order. I did not appreciate it then, our closeness, but I do now. And standing here today, Logan has found his new P for his pod in Leandra. When I first met Leandra, it was, of course, at a sporting event. It was the UB Albany, my alma mater's, football game to open the season. Buffalo was supposed to beat up on Albany, not how it went. Go Danes. And so I could just tell from that first day at the tailgate and the game and the ensuing night out that they just fit together. They worked together. They were a great team. And as I've gotten to know Leandra more and more over the years, it's become very glaringly obvious that they are a perfect match for each other. And it's been wonderful to watch them settle in Iowa with Leandra pursuing her career in sports. Logan cooking dinner for her every night and experimenting and figuring out what he likes to then share. And it's just whenever we get together, as similar to last night, our families, when we're together in the same state, we go to breweries and we drink a lot of beer. And so kind of tying this up is that I'm excited to see what sporting events, what comes in your life, all your dog adventures. And Logan, I have advice for you. This might be the same advice you gave to me, but you didn't know any better because you were not married. As a married man myself, I can say that the wife is always right, and when your wife is wrong, she's still right. So everybody, if we could raise a glass and toast the new couple. May you guys have a happy, long life together. Cheers.
All right, let's give it up for Evan.
All right. Hi, everyone. We're going to see how fast it takes me to cry, and I think we're already there. So, hi, if you don't know me, my name is Kelsey, and I have had the privilege of being Leandra's best friend for the last 9 years. We met our freshman year at the University at Buffalo, and thanks to softball, UB 101, a shared love for late night Sizzles fries, and maybe just a little bit of trauma bonding, we became best friends. We were practically inseparable. In fact, it was such a rare occurrence when we were ever apart that when we were, someone would genuinely ask and be very concerned, where's your other half? Where'd she go? Because we were always together. Unfortunately, I decided to transfer at the end of our freshman year, and telling Leandra, it's like this moment I told her, was the hardest thing I had to do. And I still remember breaking down in tears, thinking I was gonna lose my best friend. But good news, I'm still here. Our friendship is the kind where we truly cannot get rid of one another. And no matter what city we live in or how often we speak, which is every single day, and if you think I'm lying, our Snapchat streak is 2,981 days, which equates to 7.9 years. So, I'm not lying. But we always will be there for one another. So back when I was first getting to know Leandra, I learned very quickly, as I think everybody in this room has learned, she knows more about sports than anybody I've ever met, and I think anybody who is paid on TV to talk about sports. She might be the biggest Patriots fan ever. Yikes. She's incredibly close with her family, especially her two older brothers. And now I'm quoting her here. She's not a cleat chaser, but she loves herself a baseball boy. So when thinking about who could be your perfect match, they obviously had to know a lot about sports just to keep up with her. At least tolerate the Patriots. I know we got a lot over here, but that's not an easy thing to do in upstate New York. Fit in with her family, and cherry on top, if they're a baseball player, fantastic. Well, it's like the stars aligned once Logan slid into Leandra's DMs, asking her to go to a party, and then they eventually got together and became a couple. Logan, not only do you check all of those boxes off with flying colors, but you have made Leandra happier than I've ever seen. You're her biggest and best support system, and have given her the love that she always deserves. I couldn't have handpicked someone more perfect for Leandra than you. And probably just like your growth charts growing up, you even exceeded any expectations I could have had for you. Okay, now I'm done being nice to you. There is one thing I'd like to finally get an answer to tonight. 9 years ago, this is before these two said hello to one another, Leandra came back to Rochester with me to hang out, and one day we decided to go to the zoo. And what we thought was a giraffe coming towards us that escaped the pen turned out to be Logan. And once we realized it was Logan, there was no mistaking it was him. He was in a UB baseball t-shirt. We had the same t-shirt. And now what does he do? He makes eye contact and just walks straight that way. He completely ignores us, doesn't nod hello, nothing. And to this day, 9 years later, he still denies ever seeing us. So Logan, in front of all of your loved ones, family and friends, and now wife, did you or did you not see us at that zoo? God. He said yes. We did it. Good job. Finally got it. 9 years in the making. Okay, I have a little bit more, and then we can get back to eating and drinking and the real reason we're here. I'm sure we can all agree that Logan and Leandra have this ability to effortlessly make connections and build amazing friendships with people because of how much love they put towards their relationships. Looking around the room tonight, this couldn't be more apparent, seeing just how many people from coast to coast and everywhere in between came out to Buffalo, New York in December just to celebrate Logan and Leandra. So to finish my speech, I'd like to give a cheers that is one of Leandra's favorites. A good ship is a wood ship, a steel ship is a real ship, but the best ship is friendship.
It splashes water on his face. His wife gives him a kiss and says it's gonna be okay. It won't be like this for long. One day we'll look back laughing at the week we brought her home. This days are gonna fly by, so baby just hold on. It won't be like this for long.
All right, let's give it up for Leandra. All right, Logan. It's time to bring you and your beautiful mother to the dance floor for the mother-son dance.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's nobody else above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. For the morning sun and all its glory feeds the day with hope and comfort. You fill my life with laughter, somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do.
All right, let's give it up for